Hey everybody, had a question about this problem on the assignment, so I'm going to walk you through it. The equation given was y equals -3 sine 2 theta. So underneath I wrote the general form of the equation so that we can match up and determine the a, b, h, and k values. So what I'm seeing is that a is -3, b is 2, h and k are both 0. Now we know the period, actually I'm going to go to amplitude first. The amplitude is the absolute value of a. So that means 3. Now the period is, if we're going to do it in degrees, would be 360 divided by b, which is 2. And so that's 180 degrees. If you were going to do it in radians, it would be 2 pi divided by b, or pi. And pi and 180 are the same. Now the last thing is the range, and we're going to come back to that. But I want to mention the h and k. The h and the k, say that there is no horizontal shift and there's no vertical shift. So let's talk about the vertical shift first. What that would mean is that function is going to be here because the k value is 0, so it's going to be centered on the 0. The amplitude is 3, so that means when you go from the middle up, you would go 3, and the middle down, you'd go down 3. And so this function is going to move along between those values. So what would the range be? The range would go from -3 to +3, from there to there. So the last thing I just want to say, the period is 180 degrees. So if this is 180 and that's 360, we're going to get a complete sine curve in here and in here. So the only other thing is, what does that negative do? Well, I'll tell you what, here's how you can figure it out. If you go to your calculator, you can, go to mode and set it to degrees. Then you can go to y and put in the equation. And now you can go to the window. And let's go 0 to 360 degrees in the x. And then let's go -5 to +5, so we should be able to see the picture. And there it is. Now normally I would expect a sine curve to look like that, because it starts in the middle going up, but that negative sign switches it so it does the opposite. So there's the first cycle, there's the second cycle, so letter B is 2, there's 2 cycles in 360, and the period is 180. All right, I hope that helps explain it.